your day going?
Shit, it's been a busy one, man. Moving around, as you know, entrepreneurial life, meetings after meetings, then got to come back and do more research because the meeting probably poked holes in your in your idea or project, and trying to set up more meetings for the next day. So I mean, like I said, it's been a pretty productive day. Had some good contacts and getting, like I said, just taking things day by day, man, to keep on building.
What was the best feedback you got today during your deck teardown?
So it's a deck tear down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I call them. But like, it's nice. Like, it sucks to like whatever, but yo, you
Yeah.
rebuild stronger every time, like muscles.
Yeah. I would say probably just a kind of like on the market validation side of things, specifically with those college students and stuff like that. Just looking at those different ways of maybe looking at the fact that maybe produce may not be just a full on thing. Maybe I want to see maybe college students don't have kitchen utensils to cook the produce, and maybe they need more meal prep. So just those different type of thoughts that obviously as you're building, you're like making the assumptions that they need this and they want this, and then you're like, oh shit, they don't have the capacity to do the things or use the things that I was trying to bring to them. So just looking into that stuff. So it was definitely some good feedback to go back to the drawing board with.
So, yeah, I think that's really great advice. So, are you thinking meal kits then, and trying to do something that they have that's more assemblable for them to just use in a microwave in a dorm, or?
Well, I'm still gonna obviously still do the produce because I definitely think it's a real issue. I also think that it's really easy kind of to bridge the gap between the two, because with the meal preps you have to wait times and stuff like that. I just think that it was a good thought process on, like I said, just for that, going to the students specifically and seeing what you I guess utilities or I guess facilities that they have at their disposal, and if I would be offering them the right things, because like I said, I could give you fruits and produce, but maybe you don't have a kitchen to be able to do those things, or maybe you just don't eat as much fruits and produce as we thought. So just looking at those different ideas on trying to figure out exactly what the student specifically needs, and then now coming back again and going to the farmers and seeing what they possibly may need or don't need, or seeing which specific partners would have essentially like a surplus of produce, since I don't want to be taken away from their already established business and returns.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, it's pretty respectful, also.
Yeah, but
Um,
as you know, it's just a market validation process, as you probably did, with Playhouse and Growbot and all those things. It's like you come up with a great idea, like, yeah, it's gonna solve the problem. Then everybody's like, but you have to make sure it works for everybody. And it's like, dude, like it's going to, if you understand what I'm trying to do.
no, 100%. But it's also like making sure you're communicating all the parts correctly so everyone can see as much of that picture that you hold in your head as possible.
Exactly. So yeah, now
Which,
that's really been it, more or less. And like I said, you already understand that market validations side of building. And for me, it's more or less my first time having to like sit down and build it. So like, it's like I said, it's just like Legos. It's very interesting. It's fun to do. And like you said, it's like the tear down process, but you get to build it back better, or a lot more efficient.
100%. As frustrating as that can be, it's a part of the process, and you got to find beauty in the process or whatever.
Exactly. I'm excited for today's episode, especially like I said. I think that this one will definitely kind of go to what we can, definitely offer on episodes. Is that coming on and being able to showcase, especially your talents with the website stuff like that, and then being able to use AI to maybe look at specific, whether it's competitors in people's industries, and looking at those websites, making those changes, and then throwing it right in AI to see exactly how we could differentiate ourselves from it. So I'm excited to see, especially at the fact that I'm going to be the guinea pig today. So so I'm excited about it all.
All right. Well, that's a really great lead in for everything. So, one thing I want to show is one of the websites I built over the weekend for Ryan. Actually, I should show the
Ooh.
new version of it because
Ooh. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
still have to
if you
edit
get
it.
in if you're getting any websites done, Playhouse is where to get them done. Long story short, look at that. Look at the aesthetics, the ambiance.
Dude. We have to finish up a few things. This isn't live. Like, we still got the placeholder, Playhouse booking consultation. So if you come to the site, you'll book with Playhouse, not with Envelope right now.
Okay.
Just so you know. But more reason to go check it out, right? If you're trying to book a meeting.
I know, right? Go
um,
click on there and go set your meeting with the people that set it all up, right?
100%. But also, you know, Ryan's going to be a great resource. If you find this video after we've updated it and you end up on his schedule, he should be able to help you out with getting started with entering into Web3. And some good resources you should look into, like ask him about the Green Pill. It is a great book.
Yeah.
So, anyways, whip this up. Used Midjourney to produce these assets right here. Came out totally on color scheme, on brand.
Gotta love
Same
it.
with this. This was like an abstract art concept that came out. It was not exactly the initial intent, but it captured what Ryan wanted, and we're like, "Fuck yeah, it's kind of cool."
Yeah,
So
it's always the random shit that ends up being the coolest, man. I swear. With this AI stuff, it's like I didn't plan on none of it looking like this or even sounding like this, but that sounds amazing.
yeah, dude, look, it's like a Merkle tree,
Yeah.
which is, you know, one of the security mechanisms or consensus mechanism Ethereum use and some of the other, you know, blockchains use. But
Explain the Merkle tree for the people that may not understand what that may be at home.
yeah, I don't think I understand the Merkle tree well enough to explain it for people. So I'm gonna just ask ChatGPT to help me out here.
Look at that great segue right there. Why are we gonna sit here and try to act like we're experts when we can go to somebody that's gonna pull from all the information that's ever been out there? You're gonna have it explained to us like a 5-year-old?
Yeah.
There we go. Why are we gonna make it complex? We're here to make things simple for you, ladies and gentlemen. That's it.
I can make it sound fancy again once I have the simple explanation.
Exactly. Gotta love it, right?
So 100%. This is what ChatGPT is best at. And it's like, I could try to ramble and stumble through something, but I'm going to sound like a jackass. So, anyway.
All of us in this tech space, we sound like jackasses, man. You already know it. Go ahead.
So it says the Merkle tree is like a family tree for computer data. So another good thing is, like, you guys have all seen like the animal tree, evolution tree of life things, you know, where different animals kind of inherit from each other. That's a Merkle tree. So anyways, they do this in lots of different use cases. In this case, they do it for a security mechanism. So it's like basically if Bitcoin processes everything in a row, it slows things up and creates a bottleneck. And so Ethereum was like, we can use a Merkle tree basically to process a bunch of blocks at the same time and then match them back up to a central block, basically, so that it still kind of does the linear part that a blockchain needs to do, but can do so in real time, so to speak. So that's what the Merkle tree's purpose is in many cases for the blockchain.
Which is primarily for scalability issues and stuff like that, correct?
100%. But there's also use cases where you could say that it's used for data mapping, and that would be more on like the data interoperability side of things. And so a Merkle tree could be a classification process potentially for the storage of different metadata. So, anyways, it has different use cases. It's a tool for engineers to build things with, essentially, is the main thing that you should take away.
Okay.
But it looks like a tree when you use it. And so the way that things branch out, you can predict and then use that strategically to store information on those nodes. And other times you can use your decisions to influence those nodes.
It's crazy how
sort of like,
it's crazy how like and just with the analogy, how science, well, nature is so closely related to technology that most people don't really understand that technology is just, not to say a more efficient, but it's just a more engineered version of nature. Really.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, really, the best engineering turns out to be mimicking organic fucking structures at the end of the day.
That's a very good point, because all, I think you said it the last time, one of the last times, is like the whole concept of like AI right now is that they're trying to get to the point where you can basically have the same reaction time as the human brain, which is going to be basically damn near impossible. But it's getting closer and closer with computational power as we get closer and closer to the supercomputer concept. So, yeah, no, like I said, no, I don't want to get too caught up on the Merkle tree. But now that I know what a Merkle tree is, that's going to be my vocabulary for the day.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, you got to drop it and flex it once you know what it is, right?
Yeah, you
And
got.
so the
I'm
rest of
gonna
the
use that
Merkle
NFT
tree.
Central today.
Hell yeah! No, you should drop that to Ryan and let him know you saw his website and stuff.
I will.
He'll love it. He'll talk your ear off about it for sure. But that's basically, he wants to use Merkle trees, I think, for mapping NFTs back to each other and potentially genetic sequencing, because like genetic DNA inheritance is sort of a Merkle tree organically in itself in a way.
Oh shit.
It's more like, yeah. Anyways, lots of things to your point mimic nature, mimic reality, mimic the
Yeah,
things we build.
it just goes hand in hand in hand, and that's the thing. Is just like when people start realizing that, it's like you have to accept technology. Like once you realize it's like everything, like bioengineering, all that stuff is like they're literally having to create 3D material that can be, that is accepted by the body inside to function as a heart pump and not get corroded or whatever it may be. It's like that's all nature.
Dude, tell me how similar these things are.
Oh yeah, that's night and day.
It's just funny because we're like building artificial intelligence, we're building security mechanisms for that artificial intelligence, and
Yeah,
then you look at what some of that looks like, in artistic abstract form, because this is like a literal representation of the underlying data, and it's like, yeah, but it looks like this also.
yeah, and it
These are
does
your
the same
brain
function.
fucking cells, bro. These are your brain cells.
Yeah, and it does the same function. It moves information from one end to the other, and
Yeah.
no, man, I think that's dope. Like, and I think that, and especially too, it's like those art pieces, because it's like that'd be a dope. I'd wear that on a shirt for sure. Like, I'd wear that.
Dude, if we could do an all over print, fuck yeah, that'd be so cool. We'll do that at the end of the show if we have time.
There we go.
I want to like make magic happen on here for your website and get it to like 60-80% done so I can get it the rest of the way there tomorrow for you.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is use Ryan's website as a template to customize to build your website.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. You guys are about to see some magic right here in front of your face. This is why Playhouse is worth every penny, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you here firsthand. About to see some magic.
All right.
Let's see.
So, actually, there's an easier way to go do this. I already saved this to create these templates earlier today because I did this for someone else. So, just hit this export button, Then, Rich, this is where your website was last time we saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second, I added a plugin. That was some really harsh commentary from that person.
What happened? About what?
Nah, like you got some sort of spam bot comment, but the spam bot comment was super harsh. I'll go back
on my website.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like garbage because they just there are these bots that crawl looking for WordPress sites and whatever,
Uh-huh.
and will leave these comments if you leave your comments sort of open. It says, "Next time I read a blog, I hope that it won't disappoint me as much as this one." I was like, "That's really rude." After all, I know it was my choice to read through, but I actually believe you would have something helpful to talk about. All I hear is a bunch of complaining about something you could fix if you were not too busy for searching for attention. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Anybody can get a Gmail, ladies and gentlemen, nowadays. Anybody can get a Gmail. Don't open those Gmail emails and all that stuff, all right?
What
Got
the
trolls
fuck
and
is?
we got trolls and we're not even live, man. That's crazy.
I know, dude. Some garbage.
Gotta
All right. Cool. So, well, that's done with. At least it's not there anymore. It was never public. That's the thing.
Now we want those to
But
be
it's
public
just,
so we can embrace it and be like, thanks for your review and your traffic, because now your data to go to an advertiser.
yeah, fucker. We don't want to advertise to some dumb bots though. At the same time, you know,
Sure. End up like
what is
Twitter.
this, an NPC? With NPCs can't buy shit.
True. Exactly. Wasted dollars.
All right, I think I don't know which one's which, so we'll find out. All right, so that was the Lincoln one. I think that's this one. All right, sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited to see my website because last time the first website I had was more of a landing page, which was I got done on Fiverr, was garbage. Then that was when I first got into this, and then my second one was I did a Wix page, which I think I was paying like the $40 a month or whatever, and it was like basically like obviously no code or whatever. You slide in a bunch of things, and you're basically putting together this ragtag shit that you have to pay $40 a month for.
Dude, I don't think that's any different than what I'm building, though, to be honest, on some level.
But the difference is that like I can sit down with you and talk about like what like I had to sit down and do that website myself, and you know as much as any that if it's not your expertise, you're just
I'm
gonna do
glad
it.
that we can do it together. Don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah,
just not super scalable as a business, is all.
exactly. And that's my thing is just like I did it, and then I was like, one, I wasn't getting any traffic, so I was paying $40 a month for no traffic. So I was like, okay, this is kind of pointless. And then two, like the website was like at the time it was just for my resin and laser engraving stuff, and I was like, well, really it's not really serving the purpose that I needed to, and I also need the the advising consulting thing, and I just basically wanted like a one-stop shop for everything I'm doing, so that way I can talk to people and be like, hey, rather than having a link tree with 20 million things that I'm doing, I got one space that you can go and get all that information and get in contact and all that stuff too. So that's why we're here. That's why we come to the gurus.
Question.
Yeah.
I'm trying to brainstorm what we should do on your homepage to that exact same point. Do we want to start with maybe working on a logo for you, or do you have a logo?
I do have a logo. The DIB one. I don't know if you've seen it, or do you want me to send it to your email?
Let me see. So dash in between is going to be the name of the business for the website.
Ideally, yes. If I could get like
Cool.
something DIB, whether it's DIB Web3 or whatever one I can get the domain for the cheapest as of right now, as you already know.
go look. Okay, so let me know. Yeah, definitely send me the logo over email would be best.
All right, I'm about to send it to you here in a second.
That's hilarious.
What happened?
444.
I'm about to send it over right now. Logo. I'm gonna attach it. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Somewhere on here. I love it when you can't find something that you literally just saw the other day.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking pain when that happens. I hate tracking down anything, especially when I'm on a call with someone and they're like, "Hey," and then I'm like, "I don't know where that is. I can't remember." What?
No, I can't
And
remember.
then your brain freezes and then it feels I hate that. It is.
So I got two logos. These are the two that Imani did for me.
Dope.
Shout out to Aphrodisiacs. Always good when you got an artist girlfriend. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just sent those over. So it's two of them. Obviously, we can decide which one is best and stuff like that.
Cool. Here we go. Dope.
So whichever one you think would work best. Also have a
Which
white
one do you
label.
think's more you? I've seen this one more used by you.
Yeah, I have it on right now. Actually, oh wait, this side.
Nice. So it feels like this is more you.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
go with that one.
But you want to go dark mode on the website,
Yeah, dark mode would be
or,
cool.
or you want to? Yeah. Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you see if you're an entrepreneur in Kansas City and wanting to get help with your website. You'd basically come on you, me, and ChatGPT with Connor and myself. And basically, we'll talk about what did you have going on in your business. And then we'd kind of look at your website. And then Connor, being the guru he is, would kind of help you with that process. Like I said, show you what you could do. We'd go to ChatGPT, see what kind of things are out there that you could help you enhance maybe traffic or different things like that. And then we give you that plan. And if you want to sit down, ladies and gentlemen, you can always come and sit down with the two of us. We can figure that out, or the one of us, whichever one. It doesn't matter. We just want to show you that these tools are here and available to you. That was a commercial break.
No, dude, you hit a flow right there. It was just coming out. I was like, "This is a great plug." I mean, it's shameless, and I love it.
I do what I can, man. I do what I can, man. Oh, that shit's
This
dope.
almost came out good. I hate it. Gets so close sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be picky right now, honestly. I mean, I'll probably have multiple.
Okay, you're cool with we're cool with the first draft version because I
Yeah.
can always get back and clean this up later and make it
Yeah,
better.
bro. We like I said, we live. So like I said, let's just do it so that way we can, showcase what you're gonna do, and obviously everything else will get touched up after the fact. So you know me, I
No,
know that you always
I,
gonna put your best work forward.
I appreciate the flexibility. It really becomes nice because we can get a good working rough draft going and then
Exactly,
go
because
from
this
there.
this is the guinea pig episode. Because then once we get this now we're like, all right, we know how it rolls. Boom, boom, boom. We look at it. Now it's easy.
And it's like we can do a lot of different things because uh this is one I'm working on for Matt. You can really see how it's a template that I use, but
Mm-hmm.
like these don't have to be ridiculous websites.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, that's all. That's literally all. Like something as simple as that. That's it.
and it's like, I get it, but we can do different things like we did with Ryan's website, and
I just
I've been working. I did this
I like
one.
both of those, man, because just at the end of the day, it just shows exactly what you needed to do. Most people don't really go past the first page, as much as people don't want to admit that. Like you having 12 pages of stuff and you paying for all these extra things, most people don't make it past the first page. And so yeah, that looks good too.
And then so like we're doing blogs and stuff too on a lot of them.
Shoot, I might have to start doing blogs now too.
Dude, SEO is great. It's like the OG Twitter in a way. You know,
Mm,
no one's gonna import your feed or anything, so to speak. But you could if you get good like succinct messages out there, like a dictionary that can explain terms to people. It can be super useful.
yeah. Oh, that's dope. I
And
mean,
this is just more of a portfolio thing. And same with Ryan has one as well. They're more portfolio pieces too, like to maybe if you're a thought leader, so to speak, in your
yeah,
industry, it's a way to showcase what you know and organize your thoughts and present them pretty clearly,
yeah.
what you're all about.
I'll definitely need that because, like I said, for whether it's speaking engagements, panels, and stuff like that, because just having that on there, a lot of people just need to know that you're doing what you do. So it hasn't even started, and I'm already hyped. It's dope. Look at the magic happening right in front of your face. Oh yeah, dope. See, I'm just sitting here quiet because it's like watching a surgeon in action, and you just like sit there in awe. Like I couldn't do this shit.
We're just fucking around, you know?
Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, this is what I do. I just open heart surgery, open brain, brain surgery. Everything. You're in the medical space, bro. I just be thinking to myself, like, you can't have a bad. Just imagine like having a shitty morning and you have open heart surgery. Like, you can't
Dude, I
have
don't
like
have,
you can't have a
that's a
bad day.
different level. That's a different level, man.
Like, bro, like I be thinking about that all the time. Like, when you have like this guy's like as us as founders, like we can have shitty days and it's like, you know what, fuck this. Like, I don't want to do things and blah blah blah. But if you're like a brain surgeon or heart surgeon, it's like my tire went flat this morning, my wife, pissed me off or whatever it was, and then I gotta go do 16-hour surgery.
Dude, even if you're an emergency room doctor, like lots of things could fuck that up, you know?
What? Like, oh my
Oh,
goodness. Like, yeah, I just think about things. That's the random things I always think about is just like, one, I'm glad that like we have actual good doctors in in their professions because like I know for me, I could not be a doctor because I would call in. I'd be like, yeah, somebody's not getting they new heart today because today's not today. I'm taking a mental day for myself. Like,
yeah. It coming from someone whose family's in the medical field. Hey, look, Matt Koppel's here.
yeah,
Hey, Matt. We'll see you later at NFT Central. Boop, boop. Shout out.
quick plug, quick plug.
Quick plug. All right, so let's do this dash. Let's do. Nope, that is the opposite of what I wanted.
That's dope.
Is this closer to what you'd like?
That looks nice. That looks nice. I like the little digital feel to it. See, I
Okay.
didn't even have to say it. You already knew. See, you already knew the aesthetic. You already knew the aesthetic from it.
We're playing around with it. We're looking for it. That's all.
There you
All
go. There
right,
you
so
go.
that's gonna be the main one.
This is
Then we're
why they
gonna
pay
take.
him the big bucks, ladies and gentlemen. This is why.
Dude, no. They pay someone like Brendan the real big bucks for this work. I do my best and hang in there, you know.
He he's being modest because you know what I'm saying this is just a little side piece of if he had to show you what he really did, you guys probably would log off because you wouldn't understand most of it. Because like I said, it's so high level that even for a person like myself, I have to be like, excuse me, Connor, what did you just say? Because I didn't get it.
You're coming in aggressive. Uh,
Could I put creative director as well? Because I'll put that as well, creative directing and advising. I don't know if it falls into the same boat, but
here.
yeah, I mean, because I was thinking, because the main thing is that sometimes like with the advising thing, I get most of the time I get put into a creative directing position. So I know like creative
Cool.
directing is usually correct creative directing or advising. So it's usually kind of the blend. So I mean, obviously these things can get changed, but I mean it doesn't really matter. Which I think that actually I need to kind of get honed down more on like what I'm falling at because I feel that more or less I'm more of a creative director than an advisor at this point. I do advise, but it's just advising is kind of a side thing more than anything.
One second.
See, I'm over here. I was just talking about the nitpicking and stuff like that. Like we can't go back and change this shit. So I did. Yeah, that's gonna be my last little. There you go. Or like I said, Web3. I mean, you know what? Just leave it as Web3, honestly. Or like I said, Web3 just encompass everything. To be honest, Web3 advising. Let's just leave it as that, and then we can just move on.
You see what it's doing?
Oh, is it constantly changing?
Yeah.
Oh, but I thought this whole time that was you changing it.
No, it's basically so you can put in multiple terms, but we'll start with creative.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, do you see the magic? I was sitting here thinking that I was like, why does he keep on like typing and deleting and typing and deleting? And I'm like,
Look, here we are. This is where we're at right now.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Book it, man. And that's just the header. We haven't even got to the rest.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to anything, but like, look, it's pretty easy. We just put this in gold and this in gold, and then we're gonna update this to cryptocurrency and artistic stock imagery from Midjourney.
Yeah.
We're gonna put your image here. We're gonna get a new background image. We're gonna update this to gold. You know, and then we're basically done with the landing page at that point.
I like it. I like it.
And we're only a few minutes into this.
I'm
you
on.
know?
Look, that's the episodes. Just like that, man. Like for anybody specifically that doesn't have a website, look at how fast he put this together in seconds.
No, we put this together, dude. Like we totally did this together. Like
that's
I'm feeding off your feedback. Like you already set me up with some of the assets you wanted. You creative advised me basically into this anyways.
Look,
You
look, look,
know,
look at how
I
he's
had
being
great
humble.
assets to start with and a great idea of what you wanted.
That's sick. That's it. I'm just sitting here just looking at the header like I don't need any more.
Right? And here's how it should look right off the bat on mobile.
Oh yeah, that's clean. People will be like, "Oh shit, that's dope. I want to book a meeting just because it's moving."
Yep. And don't get me wrong, we still have this and I can finish this because I haven't yeah, this page isn't done yet. But uh I haven't done the template for the links page in a while. So I definitely want to get you set up with this.
Okay,
So but yeah, anyways, here we are.
that's clean. That's clean. Yeah, I ain't seen
Okay.
nobody with that already. I'm already hyped.
Dude, if this becomes a good business card for you, I love it.
Oh, you already know me. I'll put like you said. I already got. Look, I'm not. If I get that, this is where it's going. Right here on my hoodie, and you scanning and going straight to the website. Straight up,
Fucking love that.
straight to the website. My next hoodie, I will put it on there. Once the website's done, you going on my next hoodie, boss.
Hell
Hey,
to the fucking yeah, dude.
hey, and let me know, man. Like I said, I'll do the same thing for Playhouse shit and get that stuff. Get a QR code slapped on there so that way we can go straight to Playhouse.
Nah, as soon as dude, I'm so broke right now. I would love to.
Nah, shit. Let me know, bro. Like I said, I'll cover the cost to get you one.
Well, thank you.
Nah,
I'd
real
be
shit, bro. Like
definitely
I said,
gotta take you up on
you helping me out, so hey, I can do the exact same. So once I like I said, I gotta once I get my next order, probably we could just do like a simple Playhouse logo one, have a QR code. I could put it like on the sleeve or something like that, and then straight to the Playhouse website.
that. That'd be sick. I'd be so cool.
Yeah, I'll get you that, bro.
Thank you.
Shit,
Fucking
like
awesome.
I said, you doing shit. The least I could do is a hoodie. Look, you doing the whole website for me, man. Like I got the easy part. You're like, oh man, I can't. I'm like, shit. If we're really talking about trading services here, I would think that I got the shorter end of the stick to where I'm like, oh yeah, it's not that hard to really put together a hoodie and stuff like that. So I can definitely do that
I
for you.
mean, at the same time, you're watching what I'm doing right now live.
I
It
mean, I'm
doesn't
watching
look
it,
that
but
hard from your perspective.
huh?
I said you're also watching what I'm doing live, so does it look that hard from your perspective?
The thing is not even a matter of, and this is why like I talk with people a lot too. Is like it's not even a matter of like difficulty. It's a matter of like, is that what you do? You know what I mean? Like for me to sit here and like learn all the different little nuanced things to move back and forth, that's going to be a lot of wasted time. That like you took time to go and learn those things. So for me,
True.
it's like it's foolish to take the time to go learn it when I could just work with somebody that does it and then just, as we know, give this paper money stuff to you so that way you can be able to help me do what I'm trying to do. It's like that's kind of how I look at it, that even though it doesn't look hard, I mean, changing your oil doesn't look hard until you change your oil and your fucking car doesn't start.
Sometimes I feel like that's my hardest part with like selling myself, so to speak, is like it feels like I glide through this a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what do I do when it feels like it's smooth like that, so to speak?
You raise the price. That's what you do. That's exactly what you do, because and it's just the reason why I say that is it came from my book of mastery, and it was talking about like when you get to that level of like it becomes like second nature. Now it's like that's what you should charge people a substantial amount for, because everybody else, they could do it, but they couldn't do it effortlessly and as fast and as efficient as you could. It's like, how long would it take the normal working day person to do everything you just did and then do their business and then network and market and all this other? You won't be able to do it. This is like a couple months to learn at best. To learn everything.
Yeah. To be honest, this took me years to learn. So
Exactly. And that's because you had to learn it. So just imagine somebody that will always have like, it's like you'll have the option of, okay, you'll probably get to that level of frustration more than likely, where you'll be like, you know what? I should have just paid somebody like Connor to just do this because I've wasted months on months trying to basically short. And that's why I just tell people, it's like you try to shortcut it because you want to cut costs, but you end up paying in time, which is worse than the money.
Yeah, unless at the end of it you want to be walking away with the skill set of I can build websites for other people and sell them, that is kind of how you should be evaluating it.
Exactly.
That being said, I've always been a big person about like, yo, I'm gonna teach myself all the skills I need to learn to do everything that I need to do myself or whatever.
And
Just
especially
because.
in with your business, you learning how to do WordPress added a skill that you could add as an asset to your business. So now it's like we can do WordPress for you. We don't want to, but shit, we'll do it.
It's even crazier than that, dude. I started learning WordPress before I even got to college when I thought I was still pre-med. Like I
Mm,
thought I was going to be a doctor when I started learning WordPress the first time.
really?
Yeah,
I wonder how many doctors do you know how many doctors do you think would know how to work WordPress?
a handful, but very few. But you know who a doctor I think would? I think Michael Burry, right, was a doctor. I
Mm,
bet he knows how to work WordPress. He strikes me as the type of person who would.
makes sense. Makes sense. So what are we
Okay.
looking at image wise? What are we looking at image wise?
All right. So Um, we're talking mostly creative, new technology advisory here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of the gist, and you've kind of got a high art tech crypto punk vibe feel to it.
Yep.
You know, like a new age bandit, a new age outlaw almost. You know,
I like
that's
it.
kind of the essence here. So I'm going to ask it for stock imagery, and then we're going to also gear it towards you're a creative agency, a creative director of sorts. What do the work outputs usually look like for you
For
when someone works with you? What do they get? Like, what's the output?
So it depends on what the client's specifically looking for. If I get an individual that's curious about cryptocurrency, more than likely they'll come out with the ability to go on whether get a wallet or, like I said, get their first NFT, different things like that. If you're a business, more than likely you're looking for more of understanding. Or in this case, of a building side of things. So you're looking for a foundational understanding of how you could use Web3 in that sense, and then we have to build
Okay,
that from there. So
so it's like it's project management. You're coming in, putting together a plan for someone in order to execute on some sort of Web3 activation.
exactly, man.
Cool.
You nailed that better than I could.
Well, so that is what I think I would say is my best skill set as someone who works in marketing and advertising. This is my value add is I like to hear what you say. I try to say it back how I understand it and how I think we can use it to sell. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to sell you, baby. Let's do
Hey,
it.
hey, that look, you sold me. You just sold me. So hey, you did that is your expertise for sure because you sold me on what I do, and I didn't even know I did that. So
Well, I mean, because we need to, before other people get engaged with you, they want to know why they're getting engaged and what you can offer them, right?
yeah,
And what is it that you're going to help them go from where they're at today to where they want to be tomorrow, you know?
exactly. I feel you on that. So you preaching to the choir. I don't know if it's my business or your business that you're telling me about because the way you're telling me, I'm like, yeah, man. Where do I sign up? How do I get a meeting?
Oh, dude, I'm just doing your business, you know? But we have common interests. It's another one of those things where it makes it easier.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm interested to see. I always get like I'm almost like a little kid when I start typing in my prompts into Mid Journey. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to get, but I know it's probably not going to be exactly what I thought. But I also know that it's probably going to be something way cooler than what I thought I was going to put. So just just a little disclaimer for the people that are sitting and watching this. This is currently Connor putting in a prompt into Mid Journey, to which now you can be able to. You don't have to be as artistically inclined. You can come on here, take the words from in your head, put them down exactly to what you want. For instance, If you say you want Patrick Mahomes eating a burger in Kansas City at this local bar, blah, 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 you can do that. Now, is it going to give you exactly Patrick Mahomes? Probably not. It's going to give you an image similar to it. But now you're able to create images that now for somebody like Connor, you can be able to be like, here is this image I want on my website. Not this whole thing where you have to go get with an artist to do all these things, take a couple days or weeks in this case. And yeah, we're able to streamline the process that much faster, get an image that he'll probably take straight from here, plug it right into it, and it'll be right there on the website within seconds. Something that used to take, how long would you say, Connor? Couple weeks with an artist, graphic design, all that other stuff in between?
Yeah, I mean, to get a good rough draft going, it probably would be something that would take a few weeks if you didn't have all of the skill sets to get it done yourself really quickly. But then even beyond that, right?
Yeah.
Like you'd still have to imagine it and like be an artist. Like, and I don't know about you, but like my creative process is not like I can just turn it on a dime and be like, all right, I know what I'm going to put on this blank white page or anything.
Exactly.
I need some whatever, but I can throw out words that generally describe it and be like, hey, give me something else. Give me something else. More
Yep.
on this vibe. So the first one that they gave me, I don't know. Like they're cool and all, but they don't really get anything across that we're going for.
Mm-hmm.
So what we can do is, I think you can do this, where we'll use the original set of images and you can just give it a new directive. Which is like being the worst creative director ever and the best creative director ever, because you're just like, very simple, give me more of this essence, right? But like it's like at the same time, if you told that to another person, it'd be like, what the fuck do you mean more technology? What do you mean, man?
Elaborate more, man. Like I can't just get off of just more technology, but and that's the great thing, and that's a very valid point that you made, is that you're not going to get that ego issue of like, I need more. It's going to be like, okay, you gave me this, then I want to give you what you gave me. Now, if it doesn't give you enough, what happens is that you just need to expand more. That's it. It's not the computer, it's you. You just need to expand more on it. So, oh, that's dope.
Oh, you like some of this?
Oh, shoot, that's kind of clean. Because I like that the one with the shoot. Honestly, all of them could kind of fit, because then now it's like with the problem, we can be like, shoot, right now in the Web3 space, there's a lot of information, but it's a lot of misinformation. So like having the one with all the wires, or like I said, even the first one on that one that you have there, because like, I mean, I could correlate, I could put all
which do you, any of these do you want me to iterate off
of?
This is not at all what I had in mind, and it did not work the way I planned for it to. But like,
shoot, if you got some more ideas, we can keep throwing in there. Because we can always throw. Because what we can do is like we can do one or two more, see if it comes up to what you want, and then what we can do is put it in there as a placeholder for now, and then obviously you can mess around with some other stuff, and obviously we'll have some meetings and touch it up and stuff like that. But I mean, shoot, you know me. I mean, I like some of those images because I think for the problem thing, it was just going to kind of be that right now, most people don't know where to get information and what's right information in the space. The solution is essentially with Dash in between. We want to be able to give you clear, concise information on whatever Web3 technology that may be. Should you helping me write my pitch right now? But I mean, basically, like what you said is just like problem, solution, and then now they would want to, whether it's book. Yeah. So yeah, Web3 is complicated. And then having that, for instance, that guy with the screen, with the multiple screens, you could have that as that image, because now people will come to the fact that there's so many screens, and right now there's so many cryptocurrencies. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I like that one. Let's see what Midjourney gave us. Oh, that's not what I.
I mean,
Create more
those
people.
would be cool kind of backgrounds or something like that.
Oh, actually, that's a good point. All right, so uh, wait, do you like any of these to iterate off of?
I think that maybe that one with the computer screen.
This one
Down
or this?
that one.
This one? Okay.
Yeah, I think that one's kind of cool. Because the main thing is that it doesn't have to. Because the main thing we just want to be able to see that more than likely they want to correlate the headline to that picture. It's like Web3 is complicated, and then you see a guy with a bunch of screens. It's like, yeah, like more than likely I'm gonna probably get a bunch of information, a bunch of different avenues to get this information or whatnot, and it can be a lot. Which is information is there's a lot of information out there nowadays.
Information overload for sure.
So I think that would definitely be a good one. And then for the second one with the solution, it's really just I mean, it could be multiple things. So it could be like a delivery truck, you know, like just dropping off a package. You know what I mean? Just real simple,
Yeah.
exactly what you want. And that's basically what I wanted to be, is that, you know, it doesn't have to be. We adapt to every industry, whether you're in energy, healthcare, whatever it may be. Want to be able to have that conversation with those individuals or businesses on how they can use that technology. So, should see the way you asked me this is I like this. I like this for what when guests come on. This is definitely going to be fun to do because I don't know anybody that's doing this to do live, basically web page console building all in one.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, that's dope.
All right, let's upscale number 3 here because that's the best one we've gotten, just for simplicity's sake, so we can wrap up and make it over to NFT Central.
Sounds good.
But
Sounds good.
I liked your delivery idea, the package one.
Dope.
All right, so we'll try to get it to do a package one also in the same theme as this. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sorry.
this is the power of you, me, and ChatGPT. We are cutting away hours upon weeks. I mean, hours upon days upon weeks of emails between graphic designers, website designers, creative directors, a whole bunch of people that will basically stifle the whole process of moving it back and forth, only for you to just simply get a landing page. A landing page should not be that difficult to put together. It shouldn't take months upon months to get a website together, unless you're doing a bunch of crazy stuff. We are sitting here right now in 2023, both in our homes, creating a website real time with you guys using artificial intelligence. It doesn't get any better than that.
I have no idea what this is gonna do.
Let's see what it does.
I wrote more packages in logistics warehouse stock imagery.
This is probably about to be nuts. It's about to be a bunch of gold boxes in the warehouse.
I hope so. I hope it comes out as good as the first one does, so that we can just drop it in there and be like, all right, let's massage the text a little bit. Oh, it's kind of looking like it.
Asking you shall receive, man. This AI stuff. This AI stuff, man, it's
so cool.
It's a great time to be alive, man.
I love just fucking around too. All right, which one of these do you like the best?
Maybe 3. I'll say 3. I like 3 because it has that one person in there. Maybe that can be your solution guy. You know what I mean? Your delivery guy.
Perfect. I mean, it's a good jumping off point. Oh, I don't want to vary it. I just want to upscale it. That's what the interface here is not. It is what it is. You know, like they make it work.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, do you?
I hate Discord.
how long are they gonna stay on Discord? Because my main thing is like, why haven't they moved to their own platform yet? Is it just better to
It's
just use Discord or?
it's probably cheap, easy, and so why not?
Yeah, it makes sense. Because I guess the overhead of using Discord, you don't really have to worry about having your own, I guess, website and shit like that.
No, not at all.
But it's
Dude,
just,
you set up some sort of scripts that you're running on a server or whatever, and
I just hate being
boom.
on there because like I'll do my image and then like 60 other people will do their image and I'm like scrolling trying to find my shit and I'm like, what the hell, dude? Dope, dope.
All right, I don't know what to write yet for these parts, but we kind of got a good start here, I feel like.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely good. And then I mean, obviously we can get some prompts on like I'll probably look at some Web3 advising pages and stuff like that. Throw some prompts in there
Oh,
and maybe shoot them over to you.
I would be all game for that. And then I think we liked one of these things up here as a background image. Let
Yeah,
me jump back to that for a second. Do you like any of this?
yeah, I like whew. I like I like 3 and 4.
3 and 4? Okay,
Probably 4 because it would probably look a lot better.
cool. All right. Uh, it's quick. Like before I can even get down to the bottom of the page.
Mm.
All right,
Oh,
now.
seamless, quick, fast. Yeah, see,
Right?
like
It's
I would not waste my time trying to learn how to do this. Like, just being honest, just to save a pretty penny. Like, no, I would not. I would be like, I would see all this and be like, how much does it cost? Literally, that's how I see things now. It's like all this would take me way too much time. How much does it cost? That's
well, I
it.
appreciate your perspective on it. I don't think a lot of people share it necessarily.
And that's why
But
they're
yeah,
gonna
this
continue
is
working.
fucking coming together, dude. I'm sorry I swear so much. I just,
No,
anyways.
that's just clean, bro. That's just definitely clean.
And
Yeah.
then, it's already mobile responsive because that's why I like using templates. I can kind of already have some of this worked out.
Hell yeah.
And one like quick thing to fix to make this really nice really quickly is this. That's all I need to fix. Let's bring that down to like 28.
Bet. Could we capitalize the D and the B and the dash in between?
The D and the B.
Yeah.
All right. Um,
That's cool. That's fine like that. Or either or.
and then here
I
we
ain't gonna lie,
are.
I'm most up in arms about literally the coolest feature to me on the whole page is that changing part of the is literally that top part. That's I'm stuck on that whole issue. That's where my whole thing, everything else after that was just icing on the cake for me.
Dude, it's been a pleasure building a fucking website with you. I'm glad we got somewhere nice tonight. And basically, I'm just gonna go on your LinkedIn and copy everything from there pretty quickly to fill in this page.
Bet.
So, and then I'll use ChatGPT to write this, but we can obviously change it really quick and easy.
Cool. And I'm
So,
assuming you're just
but
gonna
I think I should be able to have this done after NFT Central tonight. I'll shoot you a note when it's done.
cool. And then I can look at domains and then get
And
that
we'll
all
do
squared
just
away.
like we did with Pressure Free. We'll transfer.
Yeah, man. Shoot, like I said, man, I'm hype about it, bro. And then yeah, I also got to talk to you about possibly doing a landing page and getting a cost for that. Because like I said, I want this kind of interaction, but I was going to do it for that survey page I was wanting to get done. So I was wanting to see what that would run me, and then doing something cool so
I'm
that
not
way.
gonna charge you, dude.
And I'm gonna put some. We gotta talk about some business, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do something, man.
Yeah, but like you and I don't need to. Like we need to go find
I'm
clients.
gonna get you a
That's a
hoodie.
different.
I'm gonna get,
That's a yeah. I will. I'm all game for the hoodie. That would be an awesome gift, and I would fucking cherish it.
all right.
So separate piece aside. Money. Yeah, I always need fucking money, but like who doesn't? Like let's go out and make business together. If I can help hook you up with some resources, it's gonna help you pull in business. Great. Hire me later once your business is cash flowing.
I got you, man. Shit, like I said, I'm always trying to look out because, like I said, this is great work. And like I said, I appreciate when especially collaborating with you on a lot of these things, and that's why I think you, me, and ChatGPT is definitely gonna be some fun stuff to bring. And especially when we get people that don't have websites, that do have websites and want help with it. I think that this is something that, especially here in Kansas City, a lot of people aren't really tech savvy. Getting them on here,
Mhm.
showing them the tools. I think that, especially for both of us, business wise, will definitely help both of us. But at the same time, too, even if it doesn't help business wise, we're just basically putting that traction out there and that proof every time we hop on here and do a live to show that, hey, this is the value we're bringing. Whether you want it or not, this technology is here. We're gonna use it. If you don't want to use it,
Mhm.
that's your cup of tea too. But hey, you can be like the Flintstones and walk yourself to your job if you want to. We're going to take a car or Uber if we really want to. You know what I mean?
We're gonna put Kansas City on our back. Go load ourselves up into hyperspace. Go connect to that fiber optic cables they got laying everywhere. And just shoot Kansas City into the next century. That's what
Exactly,
we're
bro.
doing.
Exactly. Now, but yeah, I think this was definitely, like I said, I feel like this was a great episode just to kind of showcase what we're going to be doing with a lot of entrepreneurs going into, probably these next few episodes. Like I said, I'll probably start talking to some entrepreneurs, see who's open for, meeting up on Tuesdays, just like this, whether it's working on a website, for you, maybe, like I said, you just put some little prototype, templates together. And if they want to go ahead, send them the quote just so that way they can get it live. And then now it's just something we just do every week. And this is fun for the two of us. It's just I sit here, I get amazed because I can't do the shit. So like I'm sitting here like a little kid, like, oh shit, this is dope. And then it's like watching Da Vinci, it's like you're just doing your thing, you know?
Well, what's gonna be great is at some point we're gonna get into such a good like groove. Like you're gonna be like, oh, what if we do this? And then it's just gonna be like a yes and creative process where if the other person doesn't know what they want, you and I can brainstorm live to come up with new things like, oh, we should do this or this. And
Yep. And then like what you said, and then now we'll be like, hey, if we can't figure out something, let's go to our other expert, ChatGPT, to give us some more input. And then now we play with that idea. So nah, man, it's gonna be some fun stuff, man. And shoot, I guess we won't stay on too long because we got NFT Central. Shout out to the Web3 community coming together out here in KC. NFT Central gonna be out here at Ocean and Sea. So yeah, man, that's another great episode. You got anything you want to finish up with?
no. I really enjoyed today's episode as well. It was fun putting this together. I hate procrastinating as long as I do, but it was just like fun to do it together live as content.
Yeah, no,
So
I think that, like I said, I think that that's something that experience wise, you won't get that anywhere else with any website developing company or website business. To see them actually building it live, you'll actually appreciate the value that you're getting when they tell you that it's this amount or whatever it is. It's like, oh, I can see why I'm paying this.
Mhm.
It's because of the time, the effort, like I said, the ability to revise. Like people don't put those and that's why I think that especially things like this, it brings the value to the tech space that a lot of people don't put value at because they think that it's easy. It's not. It takes
Mhm.
years to get to this point of, like I said, expertise. And like I said, I'm excited for what's to come in and the future, especially.
Dude, the future holds a bunch of opportunity for everyone who's willing to take that first step. That's
Hell
for
yeah.
sure.
Hell yeah. But all right, man. Shoot. Like I said, I'll see you here in a bit. For the ladies and gentlemen out there, appreciate you guys, coming on another episode. And we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, maybe with another guest. Who knows? But at the same time, too, it's gonna be the same fun tech stuff that we always do. So catch you guys next week.
Peace.